So what we have here is a 2005 F350. It came in for a stall, and as soon as it got here, of course, it started. So I started poking around on it, checked the codes. Of course, it had the he had tried to start it, so it had the cam crank code. If it doesn't start, it'll set those codes. And then I, noticed it has an alarm sticker in the window. And then we have some of my favorite shit here. I mean, what in the hell is all that? Just look at that. And then I see a 15 amp fuse. Can't remember what that's for, but she's a little burned up right there. I don't know if it's blown or not, but it definitely got hot. But we have all this shit going on right here. So, does that have anything to do with the stall? I have no idea. Seeing as how I got a parking lot full of trucks, do I care? Not very much right now. So I think what we're going to do here is we'll poke around on it a little bit. And I actually went and drove it, and it didn't die on me. And he said he had, just left home. It was up to operating temperature, drove a couple miles away from home, and then it stalled on him and it wouldn't start. So I didn't have that problem. I mean, I might drive it some more and try to duplicate that, but in view of the hack fuckery that's going on under the dash, which I don't know if that has anything to do with the stall or not, but I mean, we may not want to get involved with this. But I'll give it a little bit of effort here. But I got a parking lot full of things I know that I can fix without going down, Alice in Wonderland. So what do we got going on here? We got some of this shit going on. That's fused. That's good. Oh, look at that. Where's that go? Oh, it's got a fuse on it. Okay, I approve. Sort of. This wire here, is that fused? Well, it's got a big tape joint on it. I'm going to assume it's fused. I have no idea what that is. Some kind of what the hell is that? I'm pretty sure. Oh, and then look at the cat hose. We put a really nice cat hose on there from Napa. It's about twice as long as it's supposed to be. We do have a coolant filter. Got the armor plated batteries, so that's good. We've got a non-air filter in there. What else do we have going on here? Yeah, it's just pure ugliness. Pure ugliness. What is this hanging over the... Oh, that's for the headlights. We have some fancy headlight thing going on there. Maybe. Oh, we've got LEDs in the turn signals. Okay, cool. Got this light happening here. That's a nice light. Kind of has the same contour as the grill. Nice. Oh, fire department. Yeah, you better have the brush truck follow you around. You got a fire waiting to happen under the dash there. I got a big old fuse there, a big maxi mamba jamba. That must be for our sound system. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That. Got all kinds of corrosion shit going on there. That's what I don't like about these batteries. They leak. Anyway, I'm pretty excited today, so I guess I'll get after it. So we ate a Snickers bar and we went ahead and went out and drove our 2005 that came in with a stall. It actually did die on me, and I had cleared the codes when it came in. Had a fuel level sensor, which is normal for those trucks, and a cam crank sync code. But this time it set a I think it was a P0341 or a PO341, and which is a circuit code for the cam sensor, which great. So after I let it cool off, it started back up. I hauled ass back here so I didn't have to call a tow truck, and I started poking around again. I manipulated the harness going from the FICM to the PCM, and the connector at the PCM, I manipulated that and pulled on the harness going down to the cam sensor. So what I'm going to do, because, you know, I mean, say my first rodeo, I'm going to go ahead and put a cam sensor in it, and I'll replace the pigtail. So the reason I'm suspecting the cam sensor is because it only does it when it gets hot. So you know, that cam sensor is either going open or shorting out. I'll be able to verify that when I yard it out of there. I'll go ahead and stick some leads on there, put an ohm meter on there, and I'll hit it with the heat gun, and I'll watch my ohms, and it's either going to go right to ground or it's going to go to infinity. So, but I'll go ahead and replace the pigtail on it too, because it's in pretty rough shape. Generally, you know, there is a lot of issues with the pigtails on those. Like the scenario is, you know, you go out in the morning and crank it and it won't start, and then at 10 o'clock, you know, sun comes out, warms up a little bit, you go out there and it fires right up. Or you grab that harness and get down there and wiggle it around a little bit and the thing starts. So that's not the case here. So anyway, that's what we're going to do to that truck. We're going to ignore all that horseshit going on under the dash, you know, that nightmare stuff that I hate, and go drive it again, do the same thing I did before, and that should fix it. So we got we have a head gasket job going on here. This truck came from Central Washington, and they're using salt up there, and it's just rusty as hell. And you know, we're not used to that in our area yet. So exhaust manifolds were pretty much rotted off of it, so got to replace those. One of the valve covers was rotted off of it. Where's it at here? This one here. If I attempt to put this back on, it's going to leak. So we're trying to scrounge up a valve cover because Ford wants, I think they wanted like $600 for that stamped piece of steel, which is just completely asinine. So we got this going on. Got changing a cheap Chinese radiator for the second time. Got a little Mercedes that a customer has that we're doing a little bit of cooling system work on. Got a whole bunch of shit going on right now. So anyway, as far as I'm concerned, the 05 is fixed. I will replace that sensor and put a pigtail on it, go drive it, then I can get that thing as far away from me as possible. So have a good one.